The other day, a really positive thing happened in my coaching work, and I was pretty excited about it, and I was relaying this to my coach, but I did it in a way that was like keeping my expectations low. And I was basically prepping for things to not work out, if you know what I'm talking about. As we talked about kind of why I was waiting for the other shoe to drop, she inquired why I would have this kind of attitude instead of one of like maybe gratitude or excitement about what was coming. And the first thing that popped in my head, and I'm a little embarrassed to say this, is that I didn't feel like I deserved it. I didn't expect that answer to come from me, to be honest with you, but there it was. So she asked why I wouldn't deserve it, as a good coach does. And she pointed out that I have a pretty phenomenal resume for the kind of work that I want to do, and I have years of experience to back that up. So why wouldn't I deserve something good in my coaching business? Was it because there's only so much good to go around, or do I still feel like I'm a bad boy and I don't deserve good things? All rich questions. And the answer seems to be a mix of things, right? But they all point back to old stories that are running on repeat in my mind still, very quietly. So this can be an issue for people in recovery as well. Like, we get sober or we get clean and we have a lot of old stories about who we are, and we're getting honest about those things for the very first time in our lives, probably. But at the same time, we're writing a completely new story. And so after we've been in recovery for a while, we can still have that old story about who we are. I'm a cheater, I'm a thief, I'm a liar. And those things may have been true, but at a certain point they stopped and you're writing a new story. So the thing that I have to remind myself is that I'm no longer that old character, that I'm actually a really good guy, that I'm kind and helpful and constantly trying to get better, and have been that guy for a couple of decades now. So even though I have 20 plus years of an incredible track record, the old story can still be going back there that says I don't deserve good and positive things in my life. So how do we fix this? Well, slowly, apparently. For me, a consistent mindfulness practice is the technology that allows me to even become self-aware enough to recognize those old stories, to catch them when they're in play. Meditation is about the only time I get quiet enough to hear them playing, and then I can catch them and I can be like, oh, I got you, I hear you, I see you in there. And then once recognized, these stories begin to degrade, they lose their power, and we start to see that they just actually aren't true anymore. And once I realize that they aren't true, I get to think about what is true about me and what is true about you.